like a dying saint in an El Greco painting. He gasps, "Mamacita!" and folds to the red tiles of the balcony, dripping blood. This brings Tia Dolores from her lair under the stairs, a rat's nest of old newspapers and magazines. Her evil eyes rotate in a complex calendar, and these calculations occupy her for many hours each night. Settled in her nest, she puffs and chirps and twitters and writes in notebooks that are stacked around her bed with magazines on astrology. Tomorrow, my noon eye will be at its full. This table of her power is so precise that she has to know the day, hour, minute, and second to be sure of an ascendant eye, and to this end she carries about with her an assortment of clocks, watches, and sundials on thongs and chains. She can make her two eyes do different things, one spinning clockwise, the other counterclockwise, or she can pop one eye out onto her cheek, laced with angry red veins, while the other sinks back into an enigmatic gray slit. Latterly, she has set up a schedule of ojos dulces, sweet eyes, and gained some renown as a healer, though Tio Mate says he would rather have 10 of her evils than 1 of her sweets. But he's a bitter old man who lives in the past. Dolores is a formidable war machine, rather like a gun turret. Dependent on split-second timing and the reflector disc of her kiosk, she isn't well designed for surprise encounters. Enter the American tourist. He thinks of himself as a good guy, but when he looks in the mirror to shave, this good guy, he has to admit that, well, other people are different from me and I don't really like them. This makes him feel guilty toward other people. Tia Dolores hunches her cloak of malice closer and regards him with stony disapproval. Buenos dias, señorita. ¿Desea algo? Sí. Tribune Americano. Silently pursing her lips, she folds the Herald Tribune and hands it to him. Trying not to watch what the woman is doing with her eyes, he fumbles for change. Suddenly his hand jumps out of the pocket, scattering coins on the pavement. He stoops to pick them up. A child hands him a coin. Gracias. Gracias. The child looks at him with cold hatred. He stands there with the coins in his hand. ¿Es cuánto? 70 centavos. He hands her a peso. She drops it into a drawer and pushes the change at him. Gracias. Gracias. She stares at him icily. He stumbles away. Halfway down the block, he screams out, "I'll kill the old bitch!" He begins to shadow box and point pistols. People stop and stare. Children scream after him. "Some bitch American crazy man?" A policeman approaches jerkily. "Señor, oiga! Old bitch! Old bitch!" He lashes out wildly in a red haze, blood cold on his shirt. Enter a pregnant woman. She orders the Spanish edition of Life. Looking straight at the woman's stomach, Dolores's eyes glaze over and roll back in her head. "Nacido muerto," born dead, whispers Tío Pepe, who has sidled up beside the woman. On Sweet Eye days, she changes her kiosk to a flower stall and sits there, beaming, the sweetest old flower lady of them all. Enter the American tourist, his face bandaged, his arm in a sling. "Ah, the American caballero wishes the Tribune. Today I sell flowers, but this paper I have kept for you." Her eyes crease in a smile that suffuses her face with gentle light. "Aquí, señor, muchas gracias." The paper smells faintly of roses.